All right, Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring, the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and shalom to the elect. I'm back with another quick lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakakwadash. And every day Esau is being called out and reminded daily of his wicked deeds, his murders, and oppression around the world that proves that he is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And ultimately, his day of reckoning is at hand, which he cannot avoid. Let's get that real quick. Day of reckoning. All right, here's the definition. Day of reckoning, it says any time or event at which responsibility will be reassigned. All right, because we are in that transition of power where Esau is going down and Jacob is being raised up. It says, definition 2, it says an unpleasant or disastrous destiny. All right, which we know Esau's demise is what? Total destruction. Okay. It says, definition 3, it says New Testament, day at the end of time following Armageddon, when Yahweh Shema Shai will decree the fates of all individual humans according to the good and evil of their earthly lives. So Esau ultimately is about to be rewarded, of his judgment, man. His day of reckoning is at hand. All right, and he cannot escape. This is 2 Ezra chapter 7 in verse 43, and it reads, it says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, which is going to be what? ICBM, nuclear destruction, World War III. The day of doom shall be the end of this time, this age, all right, this current dominion. It says, in the beginning of immortality for to come, all right, the kingdom of heaven, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. The point, verse 45, 2 Ezra 7 and 45, it says, then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed. All right, so there is no saving the Edomite. Okay, no matter how you try to look for a gray area or a loophole in the scriptures, all right, Esau is condemned. All right, he cannot be saved. The scriptures say that salvation is far from the wicked. Okay, it says, then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that have gotten the victory, which the elect, as it is already written, that the elect will overcome this beast system and gain the victory in Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, so we're at the end of Esau's, power. So let's play these clips, because the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is pretty much on this devil, man. All right, as I said, he's constantly being reminded of all of his wickedness and his past deeds, which he has to pay for. All right.
The only reason that white people in the United States or anywhere we are, in Europe, in Africa, in Australia, in Israel, wherever we are the colonizers. We are the colonizers, and we live off the expense of the assault, Europe's assault on Africa, the kidnapping of African human beings, the trafficking, all of these things that we hear today. This is where it came from. Hundreds of years.
Yep, let's get a scripture on that. And she's saying things that we already know, but we just want to back it up with scriptures, right? But let me get this too. This is Job chapter 15 and verse 6, and it reads, it says, I started at verse 5, Job 15 and verse 5, it says, for thy mouth uttereth thine iniquity, and thou choosest the tongue of the crafty. Verse 6, it says, thy own mouth condemneth thee, and not I, yea, thy own lips testify against thee. And the Lord has been putting, a very heavy spirit on these Edomites to reveal and expose themselves. All right, there's a lot of content going out where Esau is just pretty much, spilling the beans on everything, man. All right, he's calling out Esau for all of his wicked deeds and all of the murder and oppression and, you know, the things that he's done around the planet Earth, the terror, right? The spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has these devils telling on themselves, you know. Let me add that too. This is Psalm 64 in verse 8, and it reads, it says, so they should make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. You see, this is all the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai doing this. So they should make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So this is the time we in, man. All right. The scriptures told us that, you know, that the Most High, let me get that the Most High will reveal the iniquity of Edom, you know. Lamentation 4:21. Right. Lamentations 4:21, and it reads, it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou should be drunken. Thou should be drunken and make thyself naked. And this is what the Lord is doing. All right. The Lord is exposing the Edomite. Okay. It says, verse 22, the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And this is part of the discovering of his sins is part of him being called out, constantly being reminded that he is the devil, you know, and it's happening by his own people, man. All right. Which is all the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right. This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to the oppressors, right? You Edomites. Micah 2:1, it says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. All right. Esau has been given the power. Okay. The scriptures tell us that, you know, all power is given by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you know, and he setteth up whether he will, roughly paraphrasing, man. You know, matter of fact, let me get that. Okay. He set up, the scripture say he set up the bases of men, right? Bases of men. All right, this is bear with me. Salakia. That's a good one. Job 30:8, it says they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth, speaking about the Edomites. And these are the ones that are ruling. All right, these people, these Edomites, so-called white man, is the one that's ruling the world, man. And the scriptures say that they were base men, they were viler than all the earth. All right. These devils, Jeremiah 4:17 is what I'm looking for, right? Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. You get that. All right, this is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17, and it reads, it says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, which are the prophets, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right. And giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the bases of men. All right. These Edomites. So all power is given by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So ultimately, as we're talking about here, Esau is the one that's in the power seat. All right. Because it is in the power of their hand. See, verse 2, it says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And this is what Esau has done all over the planet Earth, man. All right. He's taken nations by violence. All right. Wars, you know, dropping bombs on nations, man. Sanctioning nations that don't comply, you know, with the Western agenda. You know, all these different things that he's done around the world, man. You know, oppressing a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, right? Verse 3, it says, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall you go heartily, for this time is evil. And like I said, Esau's day of reckoning is coming upon him, and there's no way that he can avoid that judgment. All right? Like we read in 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter, man. Nobody is going to be able to save him that's destroyed. You see? And this is dealing with the Edomite. So let's go back to the video, you know. Let's play it back.
The only reason that white people in the United States or anywhere we are, in Europe, in Africa, in Australia, in Israel, wherever we are the colonizers. We are the colonizers, and we live off the expense of the assault, Europe's assault on Africa, the kidnapping of African human beings, the trafficking, all of these things that we hear today. This is where it came from. Hundreds of years.
And he's still doing that today. You know, the trafficking, the oppression, the murders, you know. You know, this is the same devil to this very day, you know, still doing all of these acts, these wicked deeds, you know.
Of assaulting and stealing everything that African people and Africa as a continent had and putting it into the hands of white people. And so this is why, as the chairman has said, the true class struggle, the true working class in the world is the African and colonized working class, not white people, because all white people, and you know this is true. You and I know this is true.
Yep. You know this is true. It's just true, right? This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5, and it reads, it says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, all right, which is what these different wicked philosophies that he's pushed throughout the planet Earth. All right, idolatry, Satanism, sodomy, you know, this wicked democracy, you know, this is how he transgresses by wine. It says he's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, because what is he doing? He's all over the planet Earth causing calamity and turmoil. All right. He's in every nation's affairs. He's involved in everything, man, causing hell and trauma, you know. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and as of death. Everywhere he goes, he causes nothing but hell and death, destruction. Okay, this is who he is. It says, and cannot be satisfied. Right here it is. He's been given the whole planet Earth, and he's still not satisfied, man. All right. It says, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. So this is who he is. The scriptures identify the characteristics of this devil. You know, proud man, neither keepeth at home. Everywhere he causes around the planet Earth is death and destruction. This is why they're known as the border of wickedness, man. These Edomites, man. And this is why we're in the time of what? Of his destruction, of him being removed from power. Okay, so that the earth ultimately can be at rest. Right, I want to get this too. This is Isaiah 14. Okay, this is Isaiah 14 and 4. It says that thou should take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and the king of Babylon is Esau. All right. It says, and say how the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased. It says, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. The point, it says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. And this is what Esau's done. All right. He smote the nations with continual wrath. All right. Wars, biological warfare, sanctions, right? Oppression. This is what he's done. This is that continual stroke. All right. And he's not going to stop. It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that have ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. Exactly. So this is where we at. Okay. This devil has ruled the nations in anger, man. All right. The majority of America's existence has been in war. I believe out of the 290 something years, I think out of that it's like 200 and some change. I forgot the exact number, where Babylon, America has been at war. Okay. This place, you know, America, Esau, he doesn't know peace, man. You see? Let's go back.
By just living our lives and seeing it. Working class, not white people, because all white people, and you know this is true. You and I know this is true. By just living our lives and seeing it, all white people sit on the pedestal on the backs of African and indigenous people. And, you know, the statistics are that even poor white people have an easier ability in a crisis to raise $3,000 in an emergency than middle-class African people do.
Yep.
Because we live in social wealth.
Yeah.
We live with the wealth surrounding.
It is the stupidity of man to think that he can do evil, even some monstrous evil, and it won't have any backlash on himself. But of course, it seldom works that way, and the moment he figures that out, he starts looking for a way to avoid the repercussions of what he's done. This is what happened with slavery. In the early 1800s, as it began to look like the end of slavery might be on the horizon, white America started to be concerned that a day of reckoning was coming. The primary fear for the average person was of retribution and insurrection, and that was a reasonable fear. After all, it's illogical to think that you can do to a whole group of people what was done to African Americans and think that they will just take it lying down forever. And of course, there were things like the Nat Turner uprisings. But for the wealthy elite, their fears went beyond things like insurrection. They were worried about the financial impact. Remember, it was not just the cotton plantations that profited from slavery. Whether you're talking about the banks or the insurance companies, the railroads, even the newspapers, the fact is that almost every aspect of the American economy was at some level or another invested in the slave business.
Yeah. So pretty much, you know, this is why America got to go. All right. It's a done deal, man. All right. Let me get this too. All right. This place is finished, man. Isaiah 34. All right. That day of reckoning, as we talked about, you know, going back to that definition real quick. You know, it says an unpleasant or disastrous destiny. All right. And we know based off the scriptures what is Esau's ultimate demise is, you know, the nuclear destruction. You know, it says a day at the end of time following Armageddon, when Yahweh Shema Shai will decree the face of all individual humans according to the good and the evil of their earthly lives. All right. Approaching that time, man. Isaiah 34 real quick. All right. For the controversy and recompenses of Zion, right? Isaiah 34 in verse 6. Okay. Isaiah 34 verse 5, it says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. And what is that? The nuclear missiles. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which is Greek for Esau, Edom, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. See? And he can't run from that judgment. The sword of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of kidneys of rams. For the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, have a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Okay, which the Lord is going to bring a great slaughter here in Babylon, America, man. And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and the land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion, man. So this whole system that was predicated off the destruction and enslavement of the Lord's people is going to be taken down with great violence, man. Okay, this pit is going to be destroyed. All right, America's going down, man. You see that? So that's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to add on to that, man. You know, like I said, this Edomite woman wasn't saying anything that we didn't know, but it's just the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai that's constantly reminding Esau that he is the devil, that his day of reckoning is coming. Is pretty much his fate is sealed, if you will. You know. So I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and Shalom to the next one. Shalom.